It's Rough Cut right here on your Classic Metal Show, featuring Paul Shortino on lead vocal with Dress to Kill. And just before that, we heard Ron Keel from the Fight Like a Band release with Hey Man. And hey man, thanks Ron for enlightening us with all of your activities.
Yeah, I love having Ron on.
Yeah, Ron's a talker, but the guy works harder than most people that I know. I mean, he's on par with you with his marathon planning and working and scheming and whatever it takes to make $1 to keep the roof over his head.
Oh, dude, that's why he's been able to do it. I mean, let's be honest. Keel never was they never had any 5 million selling records or anything.
Nope.
But Ron has been able to keep the career going for how many years? 40?
Close to it.
About 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how. I mean, I can only speak. I mean, I know how much he works, but working with him, when we opened Pinball PA back in 14, and Ron came out and did the opening with us. I mean, this was a diligent working motherfucker, man. He came out and I mean, he didn't just show up and just take his alcohol that was on his rider, drink it and show up and play for 40 minutes and leave. Ron literally stayed for 10 hours or something?
Yeah.
For the opening, mingled with fans all day long, took every picture, sang every note of a set with all the fans, brought all the fans in to sing with them, played pinball with people, was playing air hockey with people.
Yeah.
I asked him for a simple favor to come out and play a couple of tunes, and he came out and gave me 10, 11, 12 hours, of hanging with people and performing. That's who this guy is, man. He's a hard worker, man. And, drives me crazy when I see the assholes in the chat room going, oh, manager's calling. Is this guy still talking? Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, if it was the same exact interview, but it was Bruce Dickinson or Rob Halford or whatever, they'd be creaming, sucking his cock on every fucking word because he's more famous. So therefore we got to suck his dick more. Fuck off. Fucking chat room cocksucks. Hate the fucking chat room.
Feel my thunder. Suck my sword.
Yeah. Guys are my metal dicks.
Yeah. Well, speaking of country stuff, I think this is a good time to get into the final season of The Ranch.
Oh, sure. Why not?
On Netflix.
Okay.
As if you've listened to the CMS for any length of time, the Netflix original show, The Ranch, was one of Chris and I's, pretty favorite original series,
right?
Until they let chemistry.
Yeah, it was over.
They let Danny Masterson go over allegations.
They meet me,
and of course nothing ever came of that. So this guy lost his gig over some allegations.
Yeah.
And it ruined the show. It became more dramatic. It became more about, drug abuse, wife abuse, personal problems. It lost its edge as far as just being a funny, smart ass show with hot chicks.
It got way too serious for this last 2 blocks, whatever you call that, part 7 and part 8.
Yeah, if you want to call it a season.
Yeah, whatever. I think they call that the 4th season, but in 2 parts or something.
Yeah. And it was a funny show. It was a lot of fun. I mean, Sam Elliott, of course, he's a character in his own right, and never been a Ashton Kutcher fan, but he really shined on this TV series. And Danny Masterson was really funny, and that Lisa Cuthbert and that other chick, what's her name?
Kimberly Goss.
Yeah, those 2 chicks added the spice. It was just a funny, fun, lighthearted show, and then when they fucked with the chemistry of it, then it became all heavy and issue oriented and social oriented, and it's just like, oh man, you just sucked all the fun out of this show.
They certainly did.
Yeah, but I watched it to the end because I was a faithful watcher, and it was just like, I'm not going to give up on it. It's almost over. Right. So I binged watched the last season. It was released. What was it? Released yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah. So I started watching it yesterday evening. I fell asleep in probably about the third episode, I think. And I woke up about 4:00 this morning, and I just flipped it back on and picked up where I left off, and I watched it to the end.
Yeah. Today from start to finish. I watched all 10 episodes today.
Yeah. Well, typically, we don't talk on a Saturday prior to the show, but you called today, and we decided we were going to discuss this a little bit. We didn't discuss it between ourselves during the phone call. Decided we were going to talk about it because I think there was one part of the episode that really got under your skin and my skin to where I was actually yelling at the TV.
And I was too. Same exact part. I know it. I know for a fact. Same exact part. They will spoil it for anybody. So if you are a watcher of the show, turn it off now, because we're going to talk about everything that went on this show.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if it was released yesterday. We're spoiling.
Yeah.
Deal with it or don't. We're talking about it. Now, this new season, these last 10 parts, there's nothing.
No, it's all serious, just dramatic.
In funny ranching to murder mystery to gun control to they brought in lesbianism, they brought in sexual, gender inclusiveness,
liberal politics,
gun control, communes. It was, I couldn't believe it. I was like, how could they have taken something that was so good for so many episodes and wreck it in a hurry? And they wrecked it in a fucking hurry.
Yep.
But the part that drove us both nuts, I'm going to guess, and tell me if I'm wrong, the mother left the show last season.
Yes.
She took off to go deal with her dying
sister.
Yeah,
Deborah Winger.
Yeah, so she went to Florida to deal with her dying sister.
Right.
Well, of course, now to be clear, she's the ex-wife of Sam Elliott. The family themselves, they're a typical Midwest redneck family. They drink, they party, they shoot guns, they drive pickup trucks, they love football. Right, they love football.
They like hot chicks.
Yeah, everything's about titties and beer and partying and drinking all the time.
Yeah, they're like regular heterosexual dudes. They're regular guys. They live like what normal guys would live like.
Midwest country guys. That's what they are.
They like to drink their beer. They like to fuck their women. They like to drive their trucks, and they work hard and make their money. And it's a man's life. God damn it!
Exactly. They eat steak. Always eat steak and bacon. I mean, that's what it is. The wife comes back.
The former wife, the ex-wife.
The ex-wife comes back. Oh, and let's not forget that we have to deal with the new girlfriend that has Alzheimer's and can't remember shit here and there as well.
Of course.
We need to have ageism as part of the discussion as well. But, and illnesses and picking on handicapped people as well. So the Deborah Winger comes back, the ex-wife comes back, and she's gone from regular Midwest wife to liberal lunatic wife.
Yeah, to woke wife.
Woke wife, exactly right.
Yeah.
She now lives in a commune. She now licks box. She doesn't like dudes anymore. She licks box. She likes chicks. She has a chick in her life.
Yeah, she's got a same-sex partner now.
Julie. Julie, my partner.
Who's a vegan.
Yeah, who's a vegan.
Yeah, she doesn't eat meat.
Yeah, and she's going to sell all her shit to give it to the commune.
Yeah, she's selling off her bar, selling off her cabin, selling off her Airstream, selling off all of her worldly goods, and whatever she doesn't need that's left over, she's going to put it into the community pot.
Yeah, so, she's basically endorsing socialism here, and she starts stealing the guns from the house to give them to the police to
turn them over to law enforcement to destroy.
Yeah, because they need to be turned into law enforcement. And she started on this rant about, why do you need a gun? Why do you need to have guns here in the house? And look, your gun cabinet is unlocked. And I was like, shut the fuck up! I literally yelled at my TV, and I think that's exactly when you did as well.
I did the same thing. I said, oh, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing that bothers me about people who actually think that way, for real.
Yeah.
Why are they so quick and interested in giving up their liberty? Why? Mm-hmm. Why do you just want to enslave yourself and just give up your liberty?
I have no idea.
I don't get that. We live in the freest country in the world, and people are so willing just to turn over their liberty, give up their freedom, just turn it all over and say, here, government, you know what to do with it better than me.
Yeah, I can't control myself. I need you to control me for me. It's like, what the fuck? But, dude, they literally wrecked this fucking show.
Yeah, they destroyed it.
Not a good part. Honestly, the only good part in the entire 10 episodes that were released this week are how ungodly hot Kimberly Goss and Alicia Cuthbert are.
Absolutely.
They are, I'm not going to lie, I definitely rubbed one out today to Kimberly Goss.
Well, those two girls are a couple of the most shapely girls on TV.
They are about as perfect as it gets. And doesn't Alicia Cuthbert just seem like the kind of chick you'd want to hang out with?
Of course.
The dirty mouth, the big tits, the fucking perfect body. I love her. Even if she's just acting, which I know she is, because in real life she's like a friend of Paris Hilton's. She's a spoiled cunt in real life.
Right.
But, oh, my goodness. What amazes me is that she can't get more work. Because she's straight up hot.
Yeah, she is.
When you look at ones that are getting work, she's hot and she's a better actress. She's a better actress than like Jennifer Lawrence or ScarJo or whatever, I think. She's a much better actress.
Yeah, she's just fun to watch and listen to, and she does a good job. So, I wasn't familiar with her from 24, because I never watched the show. I wasn't really that familiar with her prior to The Ranch.
Yeah.
But, she did a great job in the series, and it was just like always a pleasure to watch, except for the time she was all pregnant and bloated and shit. But
and like that. But I liked this season that she wasn't pregnant. That was good.
Yeah, exactly.
And they kept putting her in coats that wore belts where you could see how small her waist was with those big boobies. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that was the only highlight of the 10 episodes was the two hot chicks.
Yeah, there was the plots. The one mother is a heroin addict. They have to drag her to rehab. Then the other guy gets arrested for killing the guy that beats her. Then it's not really him that did the killing. It's the other daughter, which talk about, and that's another part that really bothered me. I wanted, who I wanted to be the one that killed the guy is the guy from the bar.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is, the guy that's always at the bar with
Hank.
the beard. Hank, yeah. I wanted him to be it, to be evening the score for the family or some shit, since they always free drinks or some shit. But what they did was they put it on Kimberly Goss, and what that did was that put her in serious face the whole time. instead of being smiley and bubbly.
Yeah.
So she wasn't even as hot as could be.
Because she was all down in the mouth and worried.
Yeah, because she was worried about going to jail. So it was like they wrecked that too.
Yeah, so they had to kill the hotness there.
Yeah. And then the part where Colt, this whole 10-part episode makes me fucking hate. Here's my problem. You know when Colt got pinned to the fence by the truck that rolled and hit him?
Yeah, he was talking to Siri the whole time, or he imagined talking to Siri.
Yeah. Here's the problem with that scene. I don't care who you are. I don't care how weak you are. First of all, he's a rancher, so in some theory, he's fucking strong, right?
You would think, yes, because he does a lot of physical labor.
A little bit of strength in him, right? If a car is in neutral and rolled back on you, and you had the ability to use either your ass or your legs to push on a fence, you could push that truck off you.
Yeah, you would think so.
If it rolled back because it's in neutral, you could push it forward, even if it was on a hill on some level.
Yeah, it wasn't even a full-size truck.
No, it was like a F-250 or whatever.
It was a mini truck.
Yeah. I mean, if it's neutral, you could push it. I don't care how weak you are. You could push it the 2 to 3 inches that you would have had to move it to slide your ass out. And he was stuck there for a fucking, night?
No, it was an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Seemed like a night because it was an endless stupid arc. Him talk. And you know what? And I'm going to say this to the writers of that show. Fuck you, you cowards. You know, what they tried to work Rooster back into the show by using his mannerisms with Siri.
Yeah, they tried to channel Rooster through Siri on an iPhone.
That was weak as fuck. They should have had Rooster voice it. They could have had him voice it, and it still would have, maybe it would have angered the Me Too people a little bit, but it would have not been him on the show. Yeah,
but it would have been his voice work, and he was get paid, and it's like, you're a sexual predator. You shouldn't get paid ever. You should starve to death in the street.
Well, I'm sure referencing him every fucking episode was not was better, right? Because we forgot about the character.
Yeah.
First him in every scene.
Yeah, but he didn't get paid for it.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, come on.
I'm taking your money away.
Yeah, they just wrecked that show.
They did.
Not a goddamn funny. Was there 3? Did you laugh 3 times?
No, I didn't. I don't think I laughed at all.
I don't know that I did either.
I don't think I laughed at all. Now, on the only shining spot in the show for me, and it wasn't funny, was the very end where Colt was able to figure out what happened to the syphilis bowl.
Yeah, right.
And was able to trade his herd to get their ranch back.
Right.
That was it. That was the only highlight. It was like, wow, I didn't see that coming, but it was cool that they were able to keep their ranch and everything turned out okay at the end, but funny, not at all. Dramatic, social driven.
All social driven. They got every social issue you could think of into this thing. They got gayness. They got socialism.
Veganism.
Gun
control.
PTSD soldiers.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. But let's not forget that they had the guy come back and then kill himself.
Yeah, he killed himself, so he committed suicide.
Yeah, so you got both suicide and the soldiers committing suicide thing.
Then you had justifiable killing and wife abuse.
All this in fucking 10 episodes, 5 hours of TV. Unfucking believable.
Yeah.
They completely ruined it.
Yeah.
I was so disgusted I couldn't believe it.
But yet we watched the whole 10 episodes.
Wait for something. I kept waiting. Truth, let's be honest and tell me if this is why you did too. You were hoping that they would bring Rooster back.
I actually thought he was going to show up, and actually I thought Rooster was the one who shot Nick.
That's what I kind of thought too.
Yeah.
Was that it was going to be Rooster,
yeah.
and that they would have him come back and get arrested or something.
Right.
That's what I thought the same thing. And then when they put it on Kim Goss, I was like, oh, Jesus.
Oh, what a wasted piece of ass.
Yeah, and why am I 7 episodes in and I'm still watching this shit?
So good riddance, The Ranch.
Yeah.
It started out as a really good show, and then it just went all, and I'm going to use a Chris Aikenism, it just went all fucky.
It did. Completely fucky. Just terrible, man. And I advise everybody not to watch it. Even if you've been following along until now, don't watch it. It's fucking, it'll make you mad. It just made me mad. Didn't make me, even the ending made me mad. As much as it was a feel-good ending, it was like, what, did I fucking accidentally bump the Lifetime channel onto my fucking show?
That's true.
Everything turned out rosy? No, it should have ended up fucked up. He should have got sued and lost anyway, because that's how it would be in real life.
Yeah.
In real life, he doesn't find the mystery fucking cow on Facebook. That was another thing. Got social media in there.
Yeah, social media in there too, yeah.
Social media helped him solve the mystery of the cow that was delivering the trick to the bull, or the bull that was delivering it to the cows.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, it just sucked. Start to finish, just garbage. My God. I'm so disappointed. I am, because the first, 2.5 seasons were awesome. They were when it was Ashton Kutcher and Rooster, that shit was hysterical.
I agree.
And all 3 of those guys together were fucking hysterical. And they just took something that was that good and just wrecked it. If they do that with Letterkenny, I'm going to fucking have to move to Hollywood and murder somebody.
Disappointed!
Oh, more than just a little bit. More than just a little. Very disappointed.
All right.